Hallo en welkom hier by Farmspace. Ons is hier by Nampo Kaap 2022. Ek praat hierso met een van die groot basse van Jupidex, nie van Jupidex, Kverneland. As die regte een, maar dit is by Jupidex. So ons gaan 'n bietjie uitvind rondom Kverneland, die brand, hoe loop die dinge ensovoort. So, kom ons luister 'n bietjie. Sigmund, how are you doing?
Good yourself.
Nah, I'm very good. Right, you are one of the main guys at the Kverneland group. I want to know, on most farms in South Africa there is a Kverneland, most people know it, but not necessarily maybe the history. Where does Kverneland come from?
Yeah, okay. Kverneland comes from Norway, which is far away. It's the north of Europe. The company is based there still. We have one of our main factories there.
Yes.
But since 1879, where we was born, we have also developed into different areas. Not only, let's say, the soil preparation, but we also took on some companies like Tarup, like Ficon, 30 years ago, and we developed these companies together into what we call today a Kverneland group. So we still use the Kverneland brand, but that consists of more brands like Kverneland and Viken, and in the past also Tarup, but now we go only for Viken and Kverneland.
So the Tarup, am I correct in saying that that's the type of technology that would be in this and this cutter and the mower at the end of the day that you homologate it into one product?
Absolutely. That is the Tarup, old Tarup brand is now a Kverneland, where we produce in the same factory in Kverneland in Denmark.
So, okay, what is your philosophy as a company in terms of how do you add value at the end of the day? Because, I mean, I know Kverneland equipment and I know it's good, but I know it's also not the cheapest. So, what is that value add? How do you look at equipment when you go into the manufacturing process?
Yeah. One of the key thing on our side is the heat treatment of the steel.
Yes.
We do not only use steel. I counted once and I found in one product like this, like a plow, there is 27 different kinds of steel.
27 different kinds of steel.
Yes. And that is, we have people, specialists, on this kind of thing, professors, checking what is the best type of steel for this purpose of work in the soil.
So you've got a metallurge, daai groot woord, that big word, that specifically just specializes in, for this application we need this kind of steel.
And then here we go, since we are quite big company from the steel company side, we can go to the steel company and say we need this and this kind of steel when we order from them, not the standard steel, let's say. So, and then the other thing, that is one thing, and the other thing is to choose the right type of steel. But the other thing is, of course, also to treat the steel, a heat treatment. So that's where we invest more money in our products, to have them heat treated so they are lighter, but at the same time stronger.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So that is I think it's not a secret, but it's the idea behind Kverneland. That's what we invest in, especially in Norway, in the factory there.
And I just want to get that straight. So you then basically go, when you design and implement, you also design the heat treatment process around every single part with that implement.
Absolutely. And there's one thing with the frames, with all the parts to be strong and flexible, and go back in the same position.
Yeah, because that's strong is not the problem, but strong and flexible.
Yes, exactly. You are fully. We are on the same planet. Yes, and then the other thing with the heat treatment is, of course, to get it hard on the surface. Because then you speak about the parts working in the soil.
Yes.
The wearing parts, and they should be hard on the surface, and that's also what we heat treat. This one needs to be hard and flexible because they are moving. This one needs just to be hard on the surface.
And that one just needs to be hard on the surface there where you...
Yeah, but then you have this point. This needs to be hard on the surface, but at the same time flexible, so it doesn't break. So this one has a softer content in the middle. So this is all what we invest in equipment, how to produce it in that way, also in an efficient way.
And tell me a little bit more about what the different kinds of products are that you've got. We know the mowers, we know the plows, we know the rippers. What else do you have?
During the last 40 years, we said that Kverneland wants not only to be, like you said, on the mowers and on the plows. We want to be a complete supplier to the farmer on arable machines and harvesting. And that's where we are now, that we have a full range from the soil preparation, including plowing, to the seeding, different kinds of seed drills, planters. And then on the harvesting side, we say that, okay, mowing, rakes and tedders, and balers.
And
so we have a full range within that now.
And at the end of the day, the same philosophy you apply to every single thing that you do, in terms of having specific specialists just develop that in a way that it's, I want to say almost that every part is strong and flexible.
Yeah. No, that is good. But I would say that especially into the soil preparation.
Yep.
Because it takes a special challenge when you're working under the soil, in the soil, and compared to over on the surface. So that's what I just explained about the strength and the wearing resistance and the flexibility is first of all for the soil preparation machines.
And tell me a little bit more your relationship with Jupidex going forward, and all the other stuff for the future. Are you excited?
No, I have a history here, personally, and together with Kverneland. Then I came here for the first time in 1994. We established ourselves here, and then we made, in the end, around year 2000, we made our own sales company.
Yes.
Located in Pietermaritzburg to serve the dealer network on the farmers in South Africa, together with the local people. Then, 10 years later, we sold this company to Plenty Group,
yes,
and they established then Jupidex. So this is the same company. When we established in 2000, it's now more than 20 years.
So you've been growing with them all the while?
Yeah.
Back.
We started with them here. In fact, the same people that started in Jupidex or in Kverneland, South Africa, were the same people working in the old former companies. So there was something we had already built relations with them.
I'm with you. So you're going to continue to grow with them and expand and give us the cool products.
Yeah. No, and it's very interesting. This morning I had a nice talk with the owner and the managing director of Plenty Group.
Yeah. And
we will go with them also, not in only South Africa, but also into further north into Southern Africa, sub-Saharan countries. So that's also what makes me, even after 25 years here, excited. Because we will grow together with them in those countries.
Right, sir. Dit is Sigmund van Kverneland. Nou weet julle 'n bietjie meer van Kverneland. Ek dink net hulle kom van Noorwe af.
Ja.
Hoe nieuw. Ek tog is Engeland. Maar okay, nee, Noorwe. En dan saam met Jupidex, kyk uit, daar's 'n baie klomp cool goed wat kom van hulle af. Dit is hier van Nampo Kaap af. Tot volgende keer. Groete.